Shalom! In this week's Sedra, we learn of the reward given to one who is willing to stick his head out in the service of Hashem. If you remember last week's Sedra, Pinchas, upon witnessing Zimri, one of the leaders of Bnei Yisrael, sitting in public and desecrating God's name, sticks his head out and kills him. Public support was not on Pinchas' side, and it was pretty dangerous what he did. Hashem rewards him this week by making him a Kohen. After that, the Sedra goes on to discuss the various holidays and their laws. It's an exciting Sedra. And if I could make a suggestion, this Shabbos, after your meal, don't just take out the newspaper or relax. Take out a chumash. Bring aside a family member, one of your children, a spouse. Go through the parsha with them. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. After recounting Pinchas' reward, Hashem commands Moshe to take a census of the people. The Torah introduces this command by saying, it was after the plague, Hashem said to Moshe, take a census. In explaining the purpose of the census, Rashi quotes two midrashim that juxtapose the Torah's introduction of the census with the plague that Bnei Israel had just suffered. I'd like to examine the second midrash that Rashi brings up. It says as follows, when they departed for Egypt, and the people were given over to Moshe, they were given over by number. Hashem had commanded Moshe to count the people. Now that Moshe was approaching his own passing, Hashem wants him to take account of the people again. The actual Medrash explains, by way of a parable, of a shepherd who, upon giving the flock back to the owner, is commanded to count the numbers to assure the owner that the same amount of sheep that he was given are being returned. Not at all to discount the importance of the bottom line, the clear importance that the owner places on counting the sheep before getting them back. It is difficult to understand the parable as relating to Hashem with an accountant's explanation. It is clear that Hashem did not have Moshe count the people to be assured that the number he was given to lead was the number of people that he left upon his demise. Hashem did not need Moshe to know the bottom line, and Hashem is not concerned with numbers when it comes to the amount of people in his nation. In explaining this medrash, I would beg your indulgence in allowing me to act as a lay psychologist. When a CEO or business owner checks out their spreadsheet, it is more than the bottom line that they are concerned with. As the managing director of the company, or as the owner, the profit margin reflects on their abilities as a business leader. Poor bottom line, poor leader. Large bottom line, great leader. All the CEO and owner's decisions are called into question. He is judged based on his results. Obviously, Hashem is not concerned with how people judge his choice of Moshe as a leader. Rather, Hashem wanted to demonstrate for eternity how great of a leader Moshe was. Not to reflect highly on Hashem, but on Moshe himself. Hashem had Moshe count the people in order to show the greatness of his leadership. What was the final count? At the first counting, it was 603,550. And at this count, 601,730. While the numbers did drop slightly, this count was only of the men between the ages of 20 and 60. The lesson of the Medrash's analogy is the greatness of Moshe as a leader. If we just take a brief look at all that Moshe had to deal with during his reign as leader, we are amazed at the success that he was able to enjoy. Jewish leaders of past, present, and future are blessed to have a role model such as Moshe. This week, the discussion at most Shabbos tables will center around Pinchas. But after going through this Medrash, maybe Moshe will get some time as well. Have a model Shabbos.